Those are big wins, and as you said, that seed meeting, for the wins we have against Carbondale and Edwardsville will go a long way despite Marion's 15-6 record right now, because frankly they haven't beaten too many AA teams.
Yeah, they played that Thanksgiving round robin at their place. I think they got in 5 games there, and then of course their Marion Holiday Tournament is another round robin affair, and I think they got in another 4 or 5 games there. So they've got a lot of games in, a lot of victories. 15 wins is I'm not sure where the last time Marion won 15 was, but Rich Herron, the legend, the Hall of Famer, has got them playing very well, and they've got 2 big 6'5" seniors, and they give us a hard time. I'm talking about Sean Finn and Andrew Dunn, an outstanding pair, and our big junior, Glendale Moore, will have his hands full in the paint. He was a star last night over at Mater Dei. The Rams came from behind to win that. Matt Green with an outstanding game, and his next year's coach from Greenville College was on hand and got to see Matt play a whale of a game.
Yeah, went 5 out of 6 from 3, and got the big rebound there at the end, kicked it out to Brian Deaton, who stuck it underneath to Glendale, and he put it off glass and won. We won by 2 points, and we were lucky to survive.
As you said, the Rams have won 6 in a row. They're 11-7 on the season, coming off a big victory at Mater Dei last night, a big victory in the Salem Invitational Tournament, our 9th Salem Invite victory in 16 years. Tell you what, talking about Mater Dei last night, Carlos Vasquez back in the studio, our producer, has a great highlight reel of last night's victory at Mater Dei. Carlos, take it away.
Vernon controls the opening tip. Merrill calls out the play. Green open from 3 out of the corner. Yes! Matt Green buries the 3. And the Rams break on top. That's a good start for the Rams. 3 put up and in. Kyle Foley ties it up at 3. Foley another 3, and he drains it. Nothing but net. Short corner of Glendale. They double down on him. Gamber open out of 3. Yes! Brian Gamber buries the 3, and the Rams lead 10-6. 18-foot baseline jumper, no good. Tipped out by Glendale, and Green runs it down. A nice play by Glendale. Gamber, 3 out of the corner. Yeah, Brian Gamber. There's Gamber down inside Glendale Moore. Deep in the well, and he gets it off glass for the Newton. Nice lean in. Gets that one off glass. Beautiful pass to Moore. His shot blocked. He gets it back and lays it in. 3/4 court shot. No good at the end of 1 period. Mount Vernon 17. Mater Dei 11. Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. I'm Rob Wilson alongside David Farley. In and out. No good. Nice rebound put up and in by Donowald. Gamber keeps it alive. Puts it up and in. Brian Gamber. Green from 3. Yes! Matt Green puts Mount Vernon back up by 4. With a 20-footer from the left wing. Drives, kicks it out to Timmerman for 3. Yes! Brandon Timmerman makes it a 1-point game. Mount Vernon 24, Mater Dei 23 with 3. No good at the end of the first half. Mount Vernon 24, Mater Dei 23. Get inside the leg, turnaround jump shot good. Mater Dei on top 25-24. Rebound Green, and he scores off glass. Short, no good. Dalrymple keeps it alive. Moore comes up with it, lays it up and in. Mount Vernon back on top 29-28. For the Mount Vernon Rams hold a precarious 29-28 lead. Minutes, 12 seconds left, 3rd period. Davis almost a chess match. Oh, here they get it inbound. Takes a wild shot. Glendale Moore cleans the glass. Inside, Glendale Moore kicks it out to Green. A 3. Yes, Matt Green buries the 3, and the Rams on top by 4. Lake turns, likes to make a move on Gamber, kicks it out, a 3 put up and in by Brandon Timmerman. Mount Vernon with 4 seconds, 3. Dalrymple going to shoot, 3/4, no good, rims out. Got a good look there at the buzzer at the end of 3/4. Mount Vernon 32, Mater Dei 31. It's a tying balance. It's a 6-point Mater Dei lead. Gamber fighting hard, pokes it away, and gets it. Nice job by Brian Gamber. Deep inside the Moore. He works his way down in and scores. Now they did that with authority. 3-point game. In the corner, Green open from three. Yes, Matt Green makes it a 2-point game. 40-38 with 2:45 left. Green from three. Yeah, we're tied. 41 all. Wendell makes this will be the greatest free throw I've ever seen. It's on its way. No good. Green with a rebound. He comes out of there with it. 6 seconds left. Inside the Moore. In traffic. Moore scores. 2 seconds left. They inbound. Joey from three-quarter court. No good. Rams win. 43-41. A huge victory on the road of Breeze Modern Day. Woo!
Thank you, Carlos Vasquez. Man, I didn't know we got that excited doing those games. Was that you and me?
That was us, Rob. There's no doubt about it. A couple of passionate announcers there.
Yeah, but we're unbiased, though.
Oh, yeah.
We're unbiased.
We just want to bring you the game. That's all we do.
That's right. We announce the game. We'll referee the game. We'll even do a little coaching and have been known to lead the cheers.
You bet.
Tell you what, I believe we're just about ready for the playing of our national anthem and the introduction of our starting lineups. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2. You're listening to Mount Vernon Basketball on WMIX. Senior Xavier Anthony, 6'1" senior Paul Balskus, and 6' junior Carl Midget. Of course, Rich Herron had the legendary career, of course, at the Benton Rangers and at SIU. Did he also coach at Alney?
Coached at Oakville, didn't he?
Oakville? Okay. His brother Ron was at Alney. I was thinking that Ron took over at Alney for Rich, but I may be wrong. And here the introduction for the Mount Vernon Rams, and of course the Mount Vernon Rams pep band got the drum line out. This place is rocking here at Chagnon Gymnasium, where the banners from 4 state championships hang: 1920, 1949, 1950, and 1954. Starting for the Rams, 6'4" senior Brian Gamber, 5'10" junior point guard Aaron Haarman, 6'2" senior Matt Green, 6'5" junior Glendale Moore and 6'2" junior Brian Deaton. Rams are coached by Doug Creel. He's assisted by Quinn McClure and Tim Holloway. Quinn McClure's junior varsity won 53-50 in overtime. That is why we're starting at such a late hour. Just a great atmosphere. Dave is rocking tonight. You can hear the drum line. Mount Vernon Rams pep band under the direction of Frank Winchester. And the award-winning Mount Vernon Rams cheerleaders getting ready to do their pregame routine.
Well, Marion's going to want to jump on us as quick as they can here, Rob. See if they can take this crowd out from the get-go. We got to keep that from happening.
Yes, we do.
And it's up to you and me to get this team going.
Well, the players are ready. The cheerleaders are doing their thing. A veteran three-man crew, and I'll be honest with you, Dave, I do not recognize any of these three gentlemen. I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job.
They look like referees. That's good enough for us.
Looks like Marion brought all 85 of their cheerleaders.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going to be dangerous down here on the end lines on both sides of the court.
Well, they really need to clear that out.
Oh, man, that's broken legs and arms just waiting to happen down here.
Rams will shoot at the lobby end. That is the north end of Chagnon Gym. Marion at the stage end. Mount Vernon controls the opening tip there in their home white uniforms. Orange numerals trimmed in black. Marion in navy blue uniforms with gold numerals trimmed in white. Marion comes out in a 2-3 zone. Mount Vernon works it around the perimeter. Gets it inside to Moore. He kicks it back out to Deaton. Haarman bumps it into Moore. He puts it up, and he's fouled. And I believe Paul Balskis will pick up the first personal foul of the contest. 21 seconds in.
Aaron Haarman with a nice entry pass. Bounce pass into Glendale.
What I liked about it was he went ahead. They laid off of him, so he penetrated into the free throw line before he bounced it to Moore. Glendale's first free throw. No good.
Myself, along with a few other people, Rob, would like to see Aaron maybe take that shot occasionally.
Well, that's the great debate.
Yeah, it is.
Glendale, his free throw routine. Second one on its way. It's good. Mount Vernon breaks on top, 1-0, 7:39, first quarter. Midget guarded by Moore. Now that is a surprise to see Moore come out on Midget. I guess Creel's trying to save, and he launches a 19-footer and drains it from the corner. Carl Midget puts Marion on top, 2-1. I wonder if we thought that we could sag off of him. I know that Doug wants to protect Glendale because we're a different team with him on the bench.
No doubt.
Gamber in the corner. Deaton thought about the three. Now Haarman kicks it to Deaton. Deaton, toe on the line, no good. Gamber crashes the board and picks up a foul. The slender senior, Brian Gamber, came hard trying to get that free throw. I'll tell you what, you know, Deaton had an off night last night from the field. He was held scoreless, and he's a real good player, much better than being held scoreless anyway. I don't care where it's at. I think he needs to take it to the hole, draw a foul, shoot some free throws.
He's anxious to get it going tonight.
Great defense by Deaton. He beat Sean Finn to the spot. He draws a tough assignment there, giving up 3 inches and probably about 40 pounds to big Sean Finn. They lob it in to Dunn. He's in traffic, triple team. They're going to count that. No,
on the floor.
It was on the floor. That's a break for the Rams. They lobbed it inside. He caught it about 6 feet in front of the basket, took a dribble, kind of shot a little bit of a hook shot. It went in, but he was fouled before the shot. That foul was on Matt Green, one on Gamber. Dunn out of the corner, air ball. He missed it by 3 feet. And he'll hear the air ball chant for the rest of this evening from Chaos Corner. And the student section is packed and rocking tonight. Green open from the corner, a three. Yes, Matt Green. Still hot from last night.
6 of his last 7 now.
4-2, Mount Vernon. Dunn gets it to Anthony. Illegal pick. I believe that's, I want to say Balskis. I might as well wait and let them call it. Balskis picks up his second foul in the first minute and 46 seconds.
He's a big shooter for Marion.
We'll see Dre Akery very soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a pretty good shooter as well.
In the corner, Gamber, touch pass to Green on the wing, over Haarman, the right side. Gamber runs the baseline, catches it in the corner, back to Haarman, and he drug that back foot. Turnover, gives it back to Marion. They jumped out to the man he was going to pass it to, and he looked to pass it to someone else as he drug his back foot, his pivot foot. 4-2 Mount Vernon, 5:50 left first period. Gamber has Dunn. He's trying to post him up. They dump it into him. Midget open from 18. No good. Off Dunn and rebounded by Haarman. A lot of contact inside. Haarman stripped by Anthony, but they call the foul on the 6'1" senior.
Well, you can't do that over the back right in front of the referee without getting a foul call.
Team fouls, 3 on Marion, 2 on Mount Vernon. Balskis stays in with 2 fouls. Rich Herron going to go with the senior. Deaton into the flame, kicks it back to Haarman. Right wing Gamber, thought about the 3, gives it to Deaton. He's open, launches from the top of the key, off the back rim. Green goes high for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Anthony. Deaton shakes his head. He knows. He says, I know I'm a better shooter than this.
Now that's a straight-on shot for a three-point shooter. He'd like to have that one back.
That's the easiest shot to make because you can hit the rim and backboard, and it'll go in several different ways when you're coming straight on. Haarman out front. Gamber open from 3. Short. Deaton with the rebound. Puts it up in traffic. No call. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball underneath their own basket. Rams at the lobby end of Chagnon for this first half.
We're getting some good looks from 3. They're just not falling.
Deaton to Green. Back to Deaton. Haarman on top. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. First quarter. Mount Vernon 4. Marion 2. Gamber dumps it down low into Moore. Puts it up, and it's long. No good. It's going to be off Deaton, out of bounds. It'll be Marion basketball. Tough angle for Glendale. We had a perfect look at it from our vantage point here in the northwest corner of Chagnon. He kind of shot it from behind the backboard, reached out so he'd have a better angle. And Creel, I'm sure, wants to get a better look than that. Finn gives it off to Anthony. Anthony's guarded by Haarman. They dump it inside to Finn. Back out to Balskis from 3. Rattles out. Glendale. Moore pulls down the rebound. Gives it to Haarman, and here come the Rams with a 4-2 lead. Haarman over the timeline. Bryce Dalrymple at the official scores table. He'll report in at the next stoppage. Short corner, Glendale gives it to Deaton. Pass out of control. Here comes Anthony with it on the turnover. Tries to go around Haarman, and Haarman knocks it out of bounds. Fans down at that end wanted to say it was Mount Vernon ball.
I thought he just lost the handle on it, Rob.
Oh, I thought Haarman knocked it out of bounds.
See, we're unbiased.
That's right.
We cancel each other
Rob
out.
pass. Glendale goes high. Tipped in bounds, and a nice save by Green, but it's going to be out of bounds off Mount Vernon. And Chaos Corner Jr., the freshmen and sophomores on the stage, they don't like that call at all. They inbounds. Midget. Anthony dumps it inside to Finn. Stripped by Gamber. Loose ball. Saved by Deaton. And it's going to be out of bounds off Dunn. And he didn't like the call. Dalrymple came in for Haarman at that last stop.
A little trash talking going on underneath between Dunn and Glendale. They're still going at it.
Dalrymple in the corner. Dunn comes out on him. Green to Gamber around the perimeter. Right side, Deaton. Dalrymple in the right corner. They come out on him. Looks inside for more. They're trying to get it inside to the big guy. They lob it in, and it's knocked out of bounds by Carl Midget. He came to help out on the lob pass over the top.
And no scoring now for about, 3 minutes of playing time.
4-2, Mount Vernon, 3:22 left. Gamber from 3 on the inbounds. Long, no good. Anthony with the rebound for Marion. Well, everything we're shooting's off the back of the rim. Anthony drives through traffic and draws the foul before the shot.
Out of control.
Fouls on Glendale Moore, his first. Team fouls all even at 3 apiece. 3:12 left, first period. Dunn forces the issue, gives it to Anthony. They dump it inside to Dunn, gets backside help, but it was late. Dunn scores off glass, and it's tied at 4. Gamber brings it over the timeline. He's the point guard with Haarman on the bench. Left wing Green, open from 3, out of the corner, no good. Deaton chases down the rebound and hands it to Gamber. Inside Moore, turns in traffic. He scores off glass and he's fouled. Nice entry pass. Glendale went, turned to his right, off glass, got the foul and the deuce. He'll shoot one. 2:39 left, first period. Foul on Andrew Dunn, his first. Glendale's free throw routine. First one, the free throw's good. Completes the three-point play. It's 7-4 Mount Vernon. 2:35 left, first period. Midget gives it. Balskas, guarded by Green. Dunn from 3. We're tied.
He can shoot it from there. We found that out down there at Marion.
Yeah, he buried some down at Marion, and he's doing it again tonight. Gamber over the timeline. Marion in a 2-3. Gamber from 3. Off the back of the rim. Nice tip by Dunn. Tipped it to Finn. They give it to Midget. Here come the Wildcats. Midget bounces it cross court. Balskas drives. Gets a pick. Shoots. No good. Glendale Moore goes high for the rebound. 1:55 left, first period. We're tied 7-7. Mount Vernon hosting the Marion Wildcats, a key South 7 Conference matchup. Green dumps it inside to Moore, and he scores off glass. Nice assist for Matt Green and a deuce for Glendale.
Yeah, he drew the attention, fed it underneath real quickly to Glendale off glass. That was nice.
9-7 Mount Vernon, 90 seconds left, first period. Midget, what a rotten shot that was.
That's terrible.
With the rebound. We'll let him have that all night.
You bet.
Deaton gives it off to Gamber, and here come the Rams. Minute 20, first period. Gamber looks inside, gives it off to Green. In the corner, Dalrymple looks inside to Moore. It's not there. Moore drawing a lot of tension in the paint. Dalrymple, now Green. On top to Gamber. They go right wing, Deaton. Inside to Moore, in traffic, and he loses it. Good job by Dunn to come over and help Finn out. Glendale's getting too much attention in there to try to force it inside. Anthony dumps it off to Finn, and they call a foul on Mount Vernon.
Will be the 14th foul. I think it's going to go against Dalrymple. On Moore.
That's 2 on Glendale Moore.
We don't need that.
Well, we put him on Midget, and he's helping out on other guys and picks up 2 fouls helping out.
Exactly what we feared has already happened.
Moore has to sit into the lineup. Number 53, 6'2" senior, Chris McCann. In for Marion, 24, Dre Acree, a 6'2" senior. Also in there, sophomore, Kendrick. Nice catch by Anthony on the inbound. Acree comes in, shooting, short. Rebound deep. Poked away by Anthony, and he shoves Haarman in the back. And the fans pretty vocal about Xavier Anthony's relatively unsportsmanlike act. Mount Vernon going to hold for the final shot of the first period. 25 seconds left in the first period. The Rams lead 9-7 over the Marion Wildcats. Haarman holds it in the center circle. Down to 15 seconds. Creel calls out the play. He's nattily attired tonight. They go right wing, Gamber from 3. That's no good. Rebound out of bounds off Midget with 3.9 seconds remaining. And we're settling for threes much too often, and I think we've made one.
1 out of 8. You'd think in our own gym. would have a little bit better success, but not so far.
Green to inbound, 3.9, gets it into Haarman. Here's Green, open in the corner, gets Midget up in the air, shoots, scores at the buzzer, and you can count it, baby. 11-7, Mount Vernon at the end of one period. You're listening to Mount Vernon basketball on WMIX. Back in the paint, but that's what you'd expect from two Class AA South 7 teams. It'll be Marion get the first possession of the second quarter. Veteran head coach Rich Haarman has his Midget, Dunn, Finn, Acree, and Anthony. Creel, we have to sit Glendale more. They dump it inside to Finn, and he scores off glass. That was a set play. They threw it to the wing. He cut through, got the pass, and scored. Mount Vernon goes with Haarman, Green, Gamber, Deaton, and McCann in for Moore. Moore picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Green, left wing, on top Haarman. Right wing Deaton, right in front of the Marion bench. Haarman to Green. Top the key, or excuse me, high post to Gamber, and he throws it back out. Creel tells him, calm down, slow it down. Green open from three, off the back of the rim, no good. Deaton pokes it long, and Gamber recovers it at half court. Gives it to Green, Deaton in the corner from three, no good. McCann fighting for it on the ground, can't get it, and nice job by Finn. He gives it to Dunn. Anthony, 17-footer blocked, but Dunn tips it in. We're tied at 11. Tied at 11. Marion on a 4-point run to start the second quarter. Gamber on top. Tries to thread the needle. It's intercepted. A terrible pass.
I don't know what he saw there.
If he didn't intercept it, there was two other Marion guys would have got it. Dunn guarded by Gamber. Finn guarded by McCann. Deaton has Anthony. Long bomb put up. No good. Deaton recovers the rebound and gets it to Gamber. Nice job. Gamber in traffic. Gives it off to Haarman. 6 minutes left. Second quarter. We're tied at 11. Rams led 11-7 at the end of the first quarter. Haarman in the left corner. Inside to McCann. Shot stripped by Dre Acree. Brings it up the far sideline, right in front of the Rams bench. Guarded by Green. They dump it into Dunn. Dunn to Finn. A charging foul on Andrew Dunn. He asked the ref, he goes, what'd I do? What'd I do? And the veteran, Rich Haarman, very unhappy. That's 2 on Dunn. Balskus returns for Midget. Rich Haarman goes with Dunn, Finn, Acree, Anthony, and Balskus. Creel goes with Haarman, Green, Gamber, Deaton, and McCann. Marion in a 2-3, gets it to McCann in traffic. And a blocking foul on Dunn, and that's 3 on the big Dunn.
Good job there from Chris McCann, taking it hard to the hole. He was in the well when that foul was created. Rich Haarman really chewing at the referee's ear right now.
He's getting his money's worth. Inbounds Green. It's to Deaton. And we've got an elbow foul on Gamble underneath. He was setting a pick to free Deaton on the inbounds play to the far corner. That foul on Gamber, his second. Team fouls, 6-4, Marion. 5:35 left, second quarter. Rams scoreless in the second period. 11-11 is the score. Anthony gives it off to Dre Acree. Shot partially blocked. It's on the floor. Balskus comes out of there with it, knocked away. McCann on the floor, and it's a big scrum down there. Finn comes out of there with it. Possession arrow in favor of Mount Vernon, and Creel's getting Glendale up. We might go offense for defense and try to get Glendale out of there when we're on defense and put him in when we're on offense. He's got 2 fouls in the first half.
Kind of a risky move here.
McCann
did a good job while he's in there. Did what he was supposed to do. Created that third foul. That was the biggest thing he did.
Exactly. Good job. 5:18 left, second quarter. 11-11. Mount Vernon hosting the Marion Wildcats. Marion sits back in a 3-2. Green looks inside. High post Gamber looks inside to Moore. He'd like to get it into the big guy. He's got a lot of attention in there. Haarman, Green in the corner, Gamber. Moore working hard inside. Him and Finn battling in the paint. Gamber stripped. And Glendale almost picks up his third foul. Rich Herron going bananas on the sideline.
Like the young Rich Herron over there, isn't he?
You can hear him stomping his feet. That noise you hear through the headsets. Rich Herron stomping his feet as Balskus drains the three. Marion on a 7-0 run to start the second quarter. Rams scoreless for the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the second quarter. They trail 14-11. Green, Moore comes out in the corner to get it. Back to Green. On top, Gamber. Marion content to sit back in that 2-3. Gamber off the back of the rim once again. Deaton puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
First points for Brian Deaton in 5 quarters. This could, as your old partner used to say, get him off the schneid.
He's off the schneid. McCann and Dowrick will come in. Gamber and Moore sit. They both got 2 fouls. That foul on Justin Kendrick, his first, the 6'3 sophomore. He looked real good at Marion. Deaton's free throw, no good. It's loose on the floor. Finn comes out of there with it. 4 minutes left. First half. 14-13 Marion. Anthony dribbles on top, gives it off to Acree. He's guarded by Haarman. Tough shot from 15, nothing but net. Dre Acree knocks down a 15-footer. See if we run some clock here. Trail 16-13. Glendale Moore back on the bench. Haarman backs it out near midcourt. Gives it to Deaton. Back to Haarman. Oh, the student sections are rocking the house here at historic Chagnon Gymnasium. Mount Vernon's going to take the air out of it for a little while. Haarman, they don't come out on him. Deaton stops, pops from 17. Yes.
All right. Maybe that basket a while ago got him going. He shot that one with a lot more confidence.
3 minutes left. Marion by 1, 16-15. Anthony dribbles on top, gives it right wing. Balskus gets a pick from Kendrick, drives. Now to Acree, a tough 3 off the rim, no good. Kendrick over the back. And somebody's going to shoot some free throws here.
I'll tell you, Acree, he just fires it up. That time he was floating to the right pretty bad. I guess he's got the green light, huh?
He's got carte blanche, man. Never met a shot he didn't like.
It's going to be Dalrymple. Bryce Dalrymple will go to the line.
Bryce Dalrymple wears number 35 on his jersey. Wipes the dust off his feet. Spins it in his hands. The right-hander shoots and gets the kind bounce. We're tied at 16. Dalrymple hit the front of the rim off the glass and fell back in. Dalrymple's second. Same exact.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Front of the rim, off the glass and in. Mount Vernon back on top, 17-16. Anthony brings it up. Deaton picks him up. Finn jumps out. Now gives it off to Kendrick. Dalrymple guards Kendrick. A lot of banging in the paint. Acree gives to Anthony, and the Marion Wildcats reset their offense with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Acree guarded by Haarman. They dump it inside to Finn. He drives into McCann, who holds his ground, and Finn knocks it out of bounds. Mount Vernon basketball.
That was one of those Sean Finn lower your shoulder and just go moves.
He lowered his shoulder and banged his head and shoulder right into McCann. McCann tried to hold his ground. The good news was it was a no call, and it went out of bounds off Finn. Mount Vernon like to add to a 1-point lead. Green, Haarman in the corner right in front of us. On top, Dalrymple. He gives it off to Deaton. Marion in that 2-3 zone. Dalrymple, left wing. On top to Green. Right wing, Deaton. Deaton from 3. Off the rim, no good. McCann fighting for it.
Good job.
Sends it to Green. A great play by the senior Chris McCann.
Good hustle there.
Extended playing time for big Chris McCann. About 6'2", about 225 pounds. He loves it in there with Finn and Dunn.
Oh, yeah. He relishes this.
1 minute, 35 seconds left. First half action. Mount Vernon 17, Marion 16. Haarman holds it at his side near the center circle. Marion content to sit back in a 2-3 zone. Marion student section with the unimaginative, boring chant. Now they come out and chase a little bit. Green gives it back to Haarman. Minute 5 left, first half. 17-16, Mount Vernon. You're listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. I'm Rob Wilt alongside Dave Farley. Haarman still holds it in the center circle. Rich Herron telling Xavier Anthony that when they start to run the play that somebody's got to get on deep because he's a shooter, and he lit it up down at Marion. He was our only hope down there. He had 22 points of our 45. 30 seconds left, first half. Haarman still holding the ball at the center circle. Marion assistant Marty Manfredo says something to Rich Herron. Herron tells his guys they're all right, just sit back. 20 seconds left in the half. Haarman still holds it in the center circle. And starting to get on their feet. This last play of the first half. Haarman puts it on the floor, gets a pick from McCann. Look, shoots a three! Off the back rim, no good. Acree with a shot from half court. It's on its way off the glass. No good at the end of one half. Mount Vernon 17, Marion 16. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
Around the Rams would like to thank the Casey Junior High School team for performing right now tonight. They appreciate all of the hard work and support. Vernon High School is rocking and ready.
Repair help you get your car or truck in repair located at 13
7 lead at the end of the first period. They were outscored 9-6 in the second quarter. Mount Vernon clinging to a precarious 17-16 one-point halftime lead. My broadcast partner Dave Farley has all the halftime stats. Dave, take it away.
Thank you, Rob Wilt. First for the Marion Wildcats, led in scoring by Andrew Dunn here in the first half with 7 points. 3 points from Paul Boskus and 2 each, Sean Finn, Carl Midget, and Dre Acree. They are 7 out of 15 from the field. 2 out of 7 from 3, have not shot a free throw and have committed 5 turnovers. On the other side, Mount Vernon led in scoring despite having set out probably half the first half. Glendale Moore still leading with 6 points. 5 from Matt Green, 4 from Brian Deaton, and 2 from Bryce Dalrymple. Rams only 6 out of 19 from the field on their home floor. More importantly, 1 out of 13, ouch, from three-point distance. I have a hard time explaining how we're shooting so poorly from there. 4 out of 6 from 3, and we've committed 7 turnovers. That's not a very good number either. Mount Vernon, you got to figure, is going to shoot better here in the second half. We got to keep Glendale Moore on the floor.
Well, the funny thing is most of those misses were off the back iron. Now, I don't know if that, what that tells you. It tells you that they're too amped up. You know, they need to get the adrenaline level down. And a lot of times, just throughout the course of the game, that'll take care of itself. But I tell you what, when you come out here in this Chagnon gym, place is packed to the gills. Marion brings a great road crowd tonight. Glad to see them, out in support of their team on the road. The home fans here, you don't see many empty seats here in the chair section on the west side. And that's something we used to complain about all the time. They are out in force here on the home side. The pep band gets going. That drum line gets fired up. You know, we haven't been home in a while.
I know where you're going with this.
And I just think the guys get so fired up for the home game here. It's only our 4th home game. We were at Mater Dei last night. We were at Salem all last week. When's the last time we played here? Against Madison?
Yeah, that's Friday before Carbondale, so it's been 2 weeks.
And I just think our guys came out too fired up. It's a physical game. Referees are letting them play, which, you know, as a Mount Vernon fan, you like that because we're usually one of the more physical teams around. We may not be one of the more athletic teams around as far as running and jumping and all that sort of thing, but as far as, you know, wanting to bang with you and, you know, hit guys in the chest when they run through the lane, you know, sticking the elbow in there, you know, we like that. That's how we like to play, and it's a physical game. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just trying to tell you what it is. I don't know. I'm not trying to make any excuses, but
I buy the adrenaline theory.
Part of the thing, though, is what'd you say? We had 19 shot attempts.
Yeah.
13 of them were from 3.
Yeah, we're settling.
Well, I know that they doubled down on Glendale, and we've been seeing a lot of that. Part of the reason we addressed this too is that, you know, Aaron Haarman is a non-shooting factor. He took that 3 at the end of the half, and I told you when you were doing the stats, if he'd have made that, the roof would have blown off this place.
Top of the key, makeable shot.
But a lot of times, and of course Marion, now this isn't a tightly packed zone like we've seen them play in the past, especially under their former coach Murphy. I can remember a Marion zone where none of the 5 players was out of the paint.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was a packed zone, but you can't do that against this Mount Vernon team because they'll shoot. But here, as soon as I say that, we're 1 out of 13 from 3. But we're trying to pound it into Glendale, but he's getting double and triple teams. So.
Well, Deaton can take it to the hole. We've seen him do that.
Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah. Before I forget here, I wanted to congratulate our home school, Summersville Lady Wildcats, finished 4th down at the state in Class S, and that's the highest they've ever finished. And congratulations to Nancy Rogers and all the Lady Wildcats. My wife would be pretty upset with me if I'd forgotten to say that. 4th place, man. We're proud of that. We'll put a banner up.
All right, that's great. You can put it up in Crosby Indoor Arena, the brand new beautiful gym out at Summersville Grade School.
Soon to be renamed.
Let's take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes, you ladies. You're sounding rough. Back in the studio. Marion will have the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Mount Vernon leads 17-16 at the half. Marion will be shooting at the north basket. That's the lobby end of Chagnon. The Rams will shoot at the stage end, the south end of Chagnon Gym. Marion in their road navy blue uniforms. Mount Vernon in their home whites. Midget drives on Glendale. It won't go. Anthony crashes. And they're going to call a foul on Mount Vernon. Rich Herron says, Carl Midget, you take it right at that big Glendale Moore and draw that 3rd foul. Glendale laid off. He missed the layup. Anthony crashed, and he's going to shoot 2. As his tip-in attempt was no good, but he was fouled by Deaton. Short. First free throw, no good. He shot that quick.
Yeah, he did. Well short.
Hot potato.
Very little bending of the knees. A little better that time. And a little better outcome, although he misses it as well.
No good. Brian Gamber cleans the glass. That foul was on Brian Deaton, his first. Haarman goes left corner, Green. They run the wheel play, and the pass is intercepted as Green tried to dump it inside to Deaton. Marion trying to push it here. Midget on the right wing, guarded by Moore. They get it to Anthony. Jump step, lays it up and in. If that's not a walk-off.
I've had it explained, and I still don't understand it.
I don't get it either. Xavier Anthony with a steal on Deaton, lays it up and in. 4-point run by Anthony. Puts Marion up by 3, 20-17, the first minute of the third quarter.
And we better wake up. We're looking a lot like last night here early in the third quarter.
Deaton had it over his head, and Anthony just reached up, took it, and went the other way. Left wing, Gamber. Cross-court pass to Deaton. Launches a three out of the corner. No good. Gamber with an offensive rebound. Hounded by Midget. He gets it to Green, and Midget fell on Green, but there's no harm, no foul. That's a good no call. Deaton stripped by Acree. Here come the Wildcats. They push it up the sideline. Get it to Dunn. Bounces it to Finn. He drives into Green and scores. Another no call as Green tried to draw the charge.
Things going Marion's way.
Creel's going to burn a timeout. They've scored the first 6 points in the first minute 45. Oh, burst. First minute 45 of the third quarter. They lead Mount Vernon 22-17. Creel jumped up, took a 30-second timeout. Rams came out of the locker room. Haven't looked particularly inspired here in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Well, it's hard to keep a run going the way we've been playing. It's what Doug Creel talked about this morning on the show.
Green, left wing. Gamber looks inside, drives, penetrates, kicks it back to Green. An open three, short, no good. Andrew Dunn with the rebound. If he didn't get it, Finn would have.
That's 1 out of 15 now from 3 for Mount Vernon.
Midget on top. Tries to penetrate on Moore, does, spins, turns into Moore, won't go. Anthony on the board. Somebody's got to do something with Xavier Anthony. He's killing us.
6 points here early in the third quarter for him already.
Left wing, Green. Steal by Anthony on the breakaway, and he's hammered by Haarman into the boards. Rich Herron's going nuts. They're going to talk it over. I think Haarman may get an intentional foul on Haarman. Xavier Anthony is going to shoot 2 and get the ball. That doesn't mean Rich Herron gets to come out to the free throw line. Hey, they called the intentional foul. What's he crying about? They did the job. They called the intentional foul just like they did at Carbondale. And they're going to take Anthony out into the hallway. He's all right. There's nothing wrong with him. Let's shoot the free throws and play ball. Intentional foul came with 5:31 left in the.
We're going to let the free throw shooter shoot.
Oh, they're going to say he's too injured to shoot the free throws. That's a ploy. So now Balskus is going to shoot the free throws.
Yeah, now Anthony coming back on the court. Seems to be fine.
Balskus gets it to go down. Did he make the shot?
No.
Balskus makes 2. I thought when we took the timeout it was 22-17.
You're right.
Did that shot go in?
No, they've had 10 points this half. I've got them for 10.
Got him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dunn, baseline jumper, no good. Deaton with the rebound. He's fouled by Finn.
Well, we've got to get this turned around, but quick. We've been outscored 10-0 here in the first 2 minutes and 34 seconds of the third quarter.
Well, Xavier Anthony with 2 steals. He's playing with more energy than anyone on the court.
Yeah.
He's on the sideline now, though. Green from 3. Yes, Matt Green gets it down.
Yeah, we stopped the bleeding there temporarily. We got to make a run on them.
We needed that. Rams still trail by 6, 26-20, 5 minutes left. Midget drives on. Midget walked about 5 miles, handed it off, and who was that? Finn? Finn knocks down the jumper. Gamber, Green in the corner, Dalrymple. They look inside to Moore. He's triple team. Gamber outside to Dalrymple. Green in the corner. Look at Moore for the lob. It's not there. He's got backside help. Dalrymple, right wing. Gamber from 3. Yes, Brian Gamber drains a 3.
Well, we picked a good time to finally heat up from 3. Made our last 2 attempts.
Need to get a stop right here.
Yeah, we do.
Finn to Dunn. Midget, right wing, guarded by Glendale Moore. They give to Acree. Gives it back to Finn. Midget on top. Dribbles it back out. Moore backs off of him. Right wing, Acree from 3. No good. Deaton with the rebound.
Got away with one there.
And he's fouled by Acree.
I think he might have stepped on the line, but...
Well, it's hard to tell with 48 cheerleaders down there. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left, third quarter action. Marion has outscored Mount Vernon 12-6 in the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the third quarter. Marion still in that zone. Dalrymple in the corner. Green on top, Gamber. They look inside to Moore. It's not there. Anthony back into the lineup. Dalrymple dribbles it out of the corner. Gives to Deaton. Deaton bounces it to Gamber. Finn, like a Siamese twin on Moore. Deaton from 3. Off the rim. Bounces high. Moore goes up for the rebound. And I believe they called Moore for his 3rd foul with 3:18 left in the third period. He's going to have to stay in. Mount Vernon trails by 5, 28-23. Team fouls in the second half. Mount Vernon with 3, Marion with 2. Anthony brings it over the timeline. Goes left wing to Balskas. He's guarded by Dalrymple. Gives it to Finn. He beats Moore.
There we go.
Oh, they're going to call a charging.
Yeah.
He put his hand behind his head.
That's exactly it.
5-4, charge.
All right, that's what I thought.
Oh, Rich Heron will go nuts now.
That was the initial sign. Wonder why they were standing around like that.
Oh, he kicked the bench just like back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, even earlier than that. He started that back in 64, 65, Rob.
Charging foul on Sean Finn. I'm not so sure. If I was from Marion, I don't think I'd like that call at all. And Gamber dumps it inside to Deaton, and they score off glass. Beautiful entry pass. Anthony takes it all the way to the hoop and scores. Somebody's got to step out. He just took it the length of the court and laid it up.
And the only guy there to stop him was Glendale, and he had to shy away.
I don't know if it's a lack of energy or what, but something is not right. Dalrymple in the corner, launches a 3. No good. Deaton with the rebound, puts it up in traffic and scores. It's a 3-point game. Marion 30, Mount Vernon 27, 2:20 left in the third. Anthony inside, poked away by Gamber, recovered by Dalrymple. Here come the Rams. Gamber brings it over midcourt, guarded by Anthony. Gives it off to Dalrymple in the right wing. He goes back to Gamber. 3 will tie it for Mount Vernon. Deaton inside to Moore, poked away by Finn. They're going to say it's off Moore. The Mount Vernon student section erupts.
Meanwhile, that's 12 turnovers against the Rams.
That's far too many.
Yeah, that's too many for a game.
1 minute, 45 seconds left in the third period. Mount Vernon trails Marion at home. 30-27. Midget drives on Moore in traffic. Gives it to Anthony. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Moore with the rebound. Hands it off to Gamber. Gamber the point guard with Haarman on the bench. Gives it to Green right in front of Chaos Corner. Cross-court pass to Deaton. Deaton walks.
Pretty easy call when we can see it from up here.
Yeah. Well, you can see everything from up here, though, Dave.
Yeah.
This is the best vantage point.
Just ask us, huh?
Midget looking, gives it off to Anthony. Over to Dunn. Anthony and Deaton hook up. Dunn drives and lays it in with the left hand.
Nice move.
It's a 5-point game, 32-27. Marion going to extend that 3-2 defense. Dalrymple looks inside to Moore. Good pass, puts it up and in. Anthony was late with the backside help, but if anybody can be excused for being late, it's Anthony. He's owned the third quarter. 29 for Mount Vernon, 32 for Marion. Balskis on top, guarded by Green. They give to Finn. Finn, fadeaway jumper over Dalrymple. No good. Gamber with a strong rebound.
Boy, he's getting much stronger every aspect of the game, isn't he?
Gamber brings it over. He's hammered by Anthony. No call. He's punched. Fans are upset.
Fans down on that side just going wild.
Gamber holds it near midcourt. We're down to 12 seconds left in the third period. A three will tie it. 32-29. Dalrymple inside to Moore. Dribbles up and in. No call. He scores at the end of 3 periods. Marion 32, Mount Vernon 31. And the way things were going in that period. Oh, Rich Herron getting after it with Doug Creel. We're going to keep it right here. Those two went chin to chin. Wonder what that was all about.
I don't know, but Doug seemed to enjoy it. He's got the fans involved. He's got his team excited.
I think Rich Herron, well, I don't know what I think. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Mount Vernon Basketball on WMIX. Mount Vernon with the first possession of the fourth quarter. They trail 32-31. Marion outscored Mount Vernon 16-14 in the third quarter. They dump it inside to Moore in the well. He scores. Mount Vernon on top. 33-32.
We were 9 points down not too long ago. 26-17?
I believe you're right. Anthony looks inside, gets it to Finn. Guarded by Dalrymple. Tough shot, no good. Tipped. They're going to call a foul on Dalrymple. That's the fourth foul on Mount Vernon this half. Marion with 3. Stops the clock with 7:23 left in the fourth period.
They will have the ball out of bounds just to the left underneath their basket.
Balskis to inbound. Gets it into Dunn. Shot blocked by Gamber.
All right.
Out of bounds off Gamber. The beautiful shot block in the corner.
Tell you what, Brian's acting more and more like Scott out there. He's got to be proud.
They get it inbounds to Finn. To Midget. Midget, the 6-foot junior, the only junior in their starting lineup. Balskis guarded by Green. Drives baseline. Stops. Back out to Midget. He drives into the paint. Kicks it to Finn on top. Finn from 3. That's not going to count. Anthony and Deaton crash to the ground. And they're going to call it on Deaton away from the ball. Did they count that?
That was before the shot.
That's only 2 on Deaton. Mount Vernon with 5 this half. They get it into Midget. He drives on Moore. Stops and backs it out. Inside Dunn. Good steal. Doubled down by Dalrymple. It's on the floor, and they call the foul on Anthony. That's right. Anthony. 6:53 left fourth period. 14 fouls on Marion.
It's a good thing you took your vest off, Rob. It's getting hot in here, isn't it?
This place is rocking and rolling tonight. What a high school basketball atmosphere. This is fantastic.
Oh, that's great.
Gamber over the timeline. Shoots the 3.
Yeah!
Drains it! Brian Gamber from downtown. That was a howitzer. This crowd on their feet. Marion burns a timeout. Mount Vernon 36. Marion 32. It's a full. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Mount Vernon Basketball on WMIX.
20 back out to Mount Vernon Rams Basketball live on WMIX.
Welcome back. Marion Xavier Anthony drives on Deaton. Call the blocking foul on Brian Deaton. That's his third. And Mount Vernon will put Marion at the line with their next personal foul. Team fouls now 6-4. Mount Vernon with a larger number. 6:25 left. Anthony drives, kicks it to Balskus out of the corner. No good. Anthony with the rebound. It won't go. Moore with the rebound. Calls timeout before he falls out of bounds. Great timeout by Glendale. It's a 30. Let's keep it right here. What do you say? 6 minutes, 18 seconds left. Dave Farley. Mount Vernon with a 36-32 lead. Team fouls, 6 for Mount Vernon, 4 for Marion. Nobody really in foul trouble. I guess Glendale and Deaton have 3 each.
So we're down 26-17. Matt Green hit the 3. From that point on, we have outscored them 19-6. Boy, it looked pretty bad there. We were down by 9 points right off the bat. We were listless coming out of the locker room.
Brian Gamber just drained a 25-footer to put Mount Vernon up by 4.
His dad never shot one from that far. Never.
Marion going to go with full court pressure. It's a stationary inbound for Dalrymple. He cannot run the baseline. Gets it into Green. Looks like a 1-2-2 full court press. Gamber to Dalrymple. Got to get it over the timeline. They barely do. Deaton to Moore. Layup off glass.
Now we showed patience there, Rob. We're probably on the 8 or 9 count, but we showed great patience. That's what opened it up.
Dre Acree, right wing, gets a pick from Dunn. Gives it off to Balskus from 3. Yes. Cuts the Mount Vernon lead in half. It's 38-35. Mount Vernon breaks the press. Moore kicks it right wing to Deaton. Back to Gamber. They reset the offense. A lot of time left in this one. 5.5 minutes left. Mount Vernon 38, Marion 35. A key South 7 Conference matchup. Gamber thought about bouncing it inside to Moore. Marion going to extend that zone. Deaton does bounce it inside, but it's kicked out of bounds by Sean Fenn. Deaton will inbound. Not really under the basket, more in the corner. He gets it into Gamber. Gamber holds it near the spike line, the volleyball court. Historic Chagnon Gymnasium, built in 1937. It'll be the site of next Saturday night's inaugural Hall of Fame dinner. Mount Vernon gets tipped out of bounds by Anthony. Right down there. That sounded like that got a little cheek on somebody. No blood, though. Everybody down there is all right. Dalrymple, right wing. They lay off of him. Back to Gamber. Dalrymple inside to Moore. Nice entry pass. Shot was blocked, but they're going to call the foul on Dre Acree, I believe.
And Glendale Moore, 8 points here in the second half, 14 for the game. He'll go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Second foul on Acree. Glendale Moore at the line. Foul on Acree. Stop the clock with 4:51 left. Fourth period. First free throw. Good. Nothing but net. 39-35. Mount Vernon on top. The junior varsity game went into overtime. Mount Vernon won that 53-50. If you're just tuning in late from another game. Moore second. Good. 40-35. Mount Vernon on top. 4:45 left, fourth period. Anthony looks for a cutter, finds Acree on the left wing. Stolen by Moore. Great job by Glendale Moore, and he's fouled by Xavier Anthony.
Just the 16th foul on Marion, so we'll be taking it out of bounds. From this point on, both teams will be shooting the bonus.
That's right, Dave. Team fouls all even at 6 apiece. They get it inbounds to Gamber. They double him. He finds Dalrymple. Dalrymple dribbling in the front court. Oh, Gamber was open underneath. Didn't see him. Picks up his dribble. Now he's double teamed. Splits it. Gets it to Green. Green in trouble. Looking. Finds Moore underneath. Moore shoots and scores. Glendale Moore off a beautiful assist from Matt Green. 42-35, Mount Vernon by 7. Midget from 18, a brick, no good. And Finn was fouled on the rebound by Dalrymple, and Finn will go to the line to shoot 1-1 with 4:07 left in the fourth period.
And Midget brought the ball down quick and just walked in there for the 16-17 footer. And Finn held off one man with his left arm and rebounded with the right.
Well, I'm not sure if he was holding him off or if he was being drugged backwards by his left arm.
Well, one or the other.
I think Dalrymple had a pretty good grip on him. Finn's first, good. 42-36. Foul on Dalrymple was his second. Second free throw, good. Nothing but net on both of those for the big 6'5" senior. Dalrymple gets it inbounds to Moore. Dalrymple going to bring it up. If you'd watched him play a couple of 3 years ago, you'd have never thought he'd be the ball handler late in the game. Green drives, takes it all the way with the left hand. No good. Midget with the rebound. Marion's going to push it. They trail by 5, and now Midget backs it out. Midget gets a pick from Finn. Dicks it off to Balskis. Balskis dribbles out front, guarded by Green. They dump it into Dunn. Dunn turns into traffic. Tough shot off glass. And he has a little something to say to Gamber after that. It's a 3-point game with 3.5 minutes to go.
They just used strength to get that ball off glass.
Gamber gets it over the timeline. Moore pops out, takes the pass, gives it to Dalrymple. Moore out near the 3-point arc. Back door to Deaton. Deaton lays it up and in. Oh! It's going to be out of bounds off Mount Vernon.
How'd that not go in?
I thought it was in.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Timeout, Mount Vernon. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Mount Vernon Basketball Gymnasium. It's packed to the gills. Both balconies are overflowing. A great high school basketball atmosphere tonight. This key South Southern Conference game. 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. Mount Vernon 42, Marion 39. I'm Rob Wilt alongside David Farley. Dave, what a great game we've got here in Shagnon.
Be a lot greater if we can hang on to this game. The Rams only leading by 3. Marion has the ball.
Finn will inbound. Mount Vernon awakes in their half-court man-to-man defense. Anthony picked up by Gamber. Gets a pick from Dunn. Kicks it off to Finn from 3. That's short, no good. Deaton with the rebound. Rich Herron with a double foot stomp there. Got his money's worth. Now he's going to have to pull his socks up. Green, right wing. Gets it back to Gamber. Anthony comes over on him. Gamber drives. Now backs it out. Good defense by Anthony. Left wing, Green. Cut off by Midget. Comes back out to Dalrymple. 2:40 left. Deaton set a pick on Anthony, and Anthony flopped. Didn't get the call. Dalrymple guarded by Balskis. Puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble. Finds Green to the rescue. Anthony comes out on Green. Gives it to Moore right in front of Chaos Corner. Moore drives on Finn. Puts it up and in. Glendale Moore with a great drive to the rack.
Nice hesitation move in the air and off glass.
Mount Vernon by 5. Gamber gets picked off. They dish it off. Oh! With a rejection and a save by Green. Deaton with it. It's a great save. Deaton's taking it to the hole. Lays it up. And he's fouled. Intentional.
Unbelievable.
That's intentional. That's intentional foul. Come on, call it.
Unbelievable. I don't believe what I just saw there. Finn had the shot. Moore comes out of nowhere. I don't know how Matt Green saved the ball.
Green
Unbelievable.
You're right, Dave. Moore swatted it. Green went up into the 3rd row of the bleachers.
Wow.
Save. Deaton took it to the hole. Was hammered by Midget, and he'll shoot 2. Deaton's first good. And by the way, they did not call the intentional foul.
All right. That was phenomenal. I can't believe what I saw down here.
Oh, the best in the business. Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Charter Communications. Jeff Crow. He's up in the crow's nest. He's in hostile enemy territory. Deaton makes them both. And it's a 7-point Mount Vernon lead.
What a huge play down here.
I can't wait to see the replay. Xavier Anthony loses his feet, gives it to Finn, puts it up, and he's fouled by Glendale Moore. That's 4 on Glendale.
Oh, he was anxious to do it again.
That foul comes with 1:49 remaining in the 4th period. His 4th. Mount Vernon, 8 team fouls. Marion is 7. Finn's first. Good. Sweet shooting senior, 6'5". He's also a great baseball player. Finn's second. He doesn't even bounce it, and he misses it. Deaton with the rebound. Finds Gamber. Gamber. Back to Dalrymple. Minute 40 left. Mount Vernon by 6. Dalrymple gives it to Green. They're going to have to foul. They come out on Green. Rich Heron stomps his foot again. Moore on the baseline. Drives on Finn. Picks up, puts it up. No call. They get it back. Balskas pushes it up the far sideline. Marion trails by 6. Back to Acree from 3. He makes it, and they're going to call a foul on Deaton, and that's terrible.
The 3 was made. They're going to count it, and they're going to get to shoot. This could be a 5-point play.
Yeah, they're going to get the 1-and-1 here. Unbelievable 3 by Acree as he was well guarded. Launched it from downtown. And we got to figure out who's going to shoot. Dunn's at the line. I think that's correct. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain. Just when you think we've got them down by 7, now potential.
Can't put them away. We had the ball, 6-point lead. Looked like Glendale was going to finish down there. Wasn't able to. They come right back.
Our guys got to know this is a 1-and-1. He made it. It's a 2-point game. Dunn will get the second half.
This will be the first 5-point play I believe I've seen. I've talked about it, but boy, this is not how I wanted to see it.
Dunn makes them both. It's a 1-point game. Timeout, Marion.
Man.
It's a full. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Mount Vernon basketball on WMI.
Cell phone account. That's Haarman. And
Let's take it back out to Mount Vernon Rams basketball live on WMIX.
Marion comes out with full court pressure. Gamber gets it over the timeline. Takes it all the way down in the corner. Gets it back out to Dalrymple. He's fouled by Anthony. No call. Poked away by Acree. Green recovers. Left wing Deaton. Rams holding a precarious 46-45 lead. 55 seconds left. Deaton dribbling. Picks up his dribble. Looking for help. Gives it to Moore. Finn comes out on Moore. Moore dribbles near midcourt. Nice crossover. Now he's doubled. They give it to Green. Deaton open. Deaton drives. Puts it up, and he's hammered by Finn. Finn got his money's worth and then has a little something to say to Deaton.
Well, Brian will have to prove his worth right here from the free throw line.
Well, he's proved his worth in the course of his career here, but
for this game right now,
yeah, this would be a nice time to sack up some free throws with 40.8 remaining. First free throw on its way.
Yeah.
Good. 47-45. That foul on Sean Finn, his third. Mount Vernon 9 fouls this half. Marion with 8. Deaton wears number 55. Second free throw. Good. It's a 3-point game. 48-45. They've got some great 3-point shooters. Both Balskas and Acree can shoot the 3, as can Dunn. Anthony gets a pick. Back to Dunn. Dunn gives it off to Acree. Takes a tough 3. A 2.
No, on the line.
They call it a 2. Timeout. Did they get the timeout? They called it a 2. Timeout, Marion.
He just threw that one in.
How did he get that to go in?
My goodness.
That is unbelievable. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds. We'll be back. Mount Vernon basketball on WMI. Rams lead 48-47 with 26.7 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Dre Acree just made a miracle 2, and I mean, it was barely a 2. His toe was barely on the line as he came around to pick, floating sideways. They get it inbounds to Moore. Dangerous pass. Moore's got 3-on-1. Gives it to Green. Reverse. No good. Tipped out. 20 seconds. Here comes Marion. Dre Acree makes a move on Dalrymple. Takes it to the hole. Won't go. Gamber with the rebound, and he's fouled. Oh, my goodness. Dre Acree with a nice move. Came down the lane, got a layup, and missed it.
I thought maybe there was a foul down here on the other side, but we can't complain now, I guess.
I was actually shocked to see us take that shot.
No kidding. I'd rather seen us bring the ball out, but the break was there as we got through the initial pressure.
That foul on Andrew Dunn, his 4th, sends Brian Gamber to the line.
Well, Brian, These are big, buddy.
And they try to tell Rich Herron to get back on the bench. He gets his money's worth, slaps his hands. Gamber at the line. This is a 1-and-1. It's the front end. Shot up. It's no good. Rebound, Finn. 10 seconds left. Here comes Balskas. It's knocked out of bounds. Gamber keeps it in bounds. Throws long. 7 seconds. Green with a layup. No good. Tipped in by Moore. Mount Vernon by 3. A 3 will tie it. Acree. A 3 at the buzzer. No good. Woo! Mount Vernon wins. Mount Vernon wins.
50-47.
I'm looking at Rich Herron and Doug Creel. They were talking it over at the end. They went nose to nose earlier in the second half. Mount Vernon wins 50-47. Their 7th victory in a row. Rams on quite a roll here in January. What an outstanding basketball game. And Chaos Corner serenades the Marion student section with a little sha-na-na-na, hey, goodbye. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. Wow, I can't remember last time I saw a better basketball game than this. The Marion Wildcats come in here. They brought a great road crowd with them. They're going to leave disappointed, though. The Mount Vernon Rams with a 50-47 win, their 7th victory in a row. Mount Vernon led 11-7 at the end of the first quarter. They were outscored 9-6 in the second quarter. They led 17-16 at the half. Marion outscored Mount Vernon 16-14 in the third quarter. The Wildcats led 32-31 entering the fourth quarter, where Mount Vernon outscored Marion 19-15 in the final period to win 50-47. Dave Farley, did you get all those stats done?
Yeah, I sure did, Rob.
I'm wrung out.
I am too.
I am too. I'm going to have to go wind down somewhere. This has been too much for me. I'm going to have to get...
We've had a long day.
I'm going to have my arteries checked. I'm feeling a little blockage up here. I'm getting a little chest pain.
Started off this morning with the Saturday sports show. Did a game this afternoon, and here tonight, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, you and Scott did a great job on that Lady Rams game, because the Lady Rams won 60-51. And you say Wednesday night, the best in the business comes down here and gives us a fist. Oh, man, what a great game. Unbelievable. Dave, if you want to do the stats, take them away.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
First for the Marion Wildcats, they were led in scoring. Andrew Dunn with 13 points. 9 points from Sean Finn. 8 each from Xavier Anthony. He had all those in the third quarter. He owned that third quarter, as you said. Paul Boskus with 8 points, 7 from Dre Acree, and 2 points from Carl Midget. They were 18 out of 39 from the field, 4 out of 11 from three-point distance, 7 out of 10 from the free throw line. They committed 9 turnovers. For the Rams, Glendale Moore doing it again tonight. He finishes with 22 points. He was 9 out of 11 from the field and 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 12 points from Brian Deaton. Good to see him get going tonight. He had a tough night last night and did not get his first points tonight until, when was that? In the second quarter. 8 points from Matt Green, 6 points from Brian Gamber, and 2 points from Bryce Dalrymple. Rams 18 out of 40 from the field, 4 out of 20 from three-point distance. So we survived that poor showing. We're back shooting the free throws well tonight, 10 out of 13. We also survived a poor floor game. We committed 13 turnovers. So, you know, we survived. You know, it wasn't pretty. We were able to come back after trailing by 9 points right off the bat there in the third quarter. We have the 46-40 lead, and Glendale makes a move on the baseline. Doesn't get it up high enough off the glass. They come back down, hit a three. We foul underneath on the shot, 1-and-1. They get a 5-point play, and just like that, instead of being up by 8 points, we're up by 1. And we somehow survive.
And then the amazing play right here at the end of the game. There were several amazing plays in this game. Gamber gets the steal. The referee gets caught right there by about the restraining line. Gamber stays in bounds. The referee looks over his shoulder, sees Gamber still in bounds. And we go the other way, and Moore gets a tip in off the missed layup for the final 3-point margin. But as you said, Dave, the play of the game was down here when Moore swatted away a shot.
Unbelievable.
Came out of nowhere, swatted it away. Green goes 3 or 4 rows up with a diving save into the crowd, saves it, and then Deaton gets a layup going the other way. He was fouled and went to the line and made 2. But the block by Moore was something, but the save by Green going 3 or 4 rows up into the crowd to save the ball.
And I'd like to thank whoever those people were over here that saved my nephew's life when he did that. You know, last night, Matt gets the big offensive rebound off of the missed free throw. Tonight, Brian Gamber gets the steal up here at midcourt at the end of the game. So we're making the plays this year. That's how come we're 12-7 instead of maybe 7-12. Last year or the year before, we didn't make those plays.
7 straight victories for the Mount Vernon Rams. They improved to 12-7 overall. They are 2-4 in the South 7 Conference. Marion falls to 15-8. And the Mount Vernon Rams will be at home next Friday night. Starts what we affectionately call Centralia Week. The Orphans will be in town, and I'll tell you what, it's
Hall of Fame weekend.
Hall of Fame weekend here in Mount Vernon. Friday night, the Orphans will be here, a rare Saturday night off, and it'll be the inaugural Hall of Fame dinner right here in historic Chagnon Gymnasium. Several of the inductees were up at Champaign today for the celebration of 100 years of Fighting Illini basketball. I'm talking about Walt Kirk Jr. from the class of 42. He played with the great Dyke Edelman, the greatest Illinois athlete of the century. Dyke and him were on the same freshman team, used to practice against the Whiz Kids at Illinois back in the early 40s. Max Hooper played on back-to-back state champions here in Mount Vernon in 49 and 50. He was in Champaign today. Walt Moore was on both of those 49 and 50 winners. He graduated in 51, was the first black athlete ever at the University of Illinois basketball team. Those three will be in the charter class along with the legendary late Stan Chagnon. He coached Mount Vernon in the 40s and into the early 50s, coached the back-to-back state champions in 49 and 50, was the assistant coach to Harold Hutchins on the 1954 state championship team, and off of that 54 team will be Albert Avant. He'll be inducted into the Hall, and the only kid of the group,
just a pup, Kent Williams, just out of the class of 1999.
And also with those 6 individuals, and of those 6, the late Walt Moore and the late Stan Chagnon, they will have family members on hand to accept on their behalf. And in addition to those 6 individuals, there will also be the 1950 state championship basketball team and the 1954 state championship basketball team. It'll be right here in Chagnon Gymnasium. There are dinner tickets still available. Those are $40 each. General admission tickets will be available in advance or the night of the dinner. You will be able to sit up in the chair seats on the side. We're going to have all the inductees and the teams will be, the inductees will be on the stage. The teams will be right in front of the stage at 2 tables. And it's going to be quite a night. A lot of work has gone into this, and it's going to be quite a night. And hopefully the Rams will play a great game Friday night against Centralia in front. I believe everyone will be here.
They'll be here.
From the Hall of Fame members are all coming in.
Sitting over there.
Thursday or Friday night. They'll be sitting back up in the bleachers in the southeast corner. And it promises to be quite a night next Friday and an even greater night Saturday night, the inaugural Mount Vernon Township High School Sports Hall of Fame. Anybody still wanting to get tickets can contact Jeff Haarman. He's at 4106 Broadway, and I believe that business number is 246-9904. Dave, any final thoughts on this big victory here tonight or on the Hall of Fame?
I was going to say, have you got your introductions worked out in your mind yet?
No. If I start thinking about it, I'll get too
I'll tell you what, you better have some Kleenexes, Andy. I know I'm going to. This is going to be one of the biggest thrills that I've ever experienced, because you and I, growing up here in Mount Vernon, Walt Moore was the first basketball player I ever heard of. Like Babe Ruth is the first baseball player ever heard of. That's tells you what Mount Vernon basketball is all about when you think that way about Mount Vernon High School. So it's going to be something else, and hopefully we'll stay on this roll. What is it, 6, 7 in a row? Seven in a row right now. Let's make it 8 against the Orphans next Friday night. So we'll be going into that Hall of Fame night feeling even better.
Sounds good. That's Dave Farley. For Carlos Vasquez back in the studio, another great job on the highlight reel from Mater Dei. The late win over there Friday night, a late win here tonight against Marion. The Rams are unbelievable here in this month of January. For Carlos back in the studio, the best in the business, Jeff Crow from Charter Communications. Tonight's game will be aired on Charter Communications Cable Channel 10 on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. For Dave Farley, my broadcast partner, I'm Rob Wilt. The final score from Chagnon Gymnasium, the Mount Vernon Rams 50, the Marion Wildcats 47, and that's a beautiful thing.